it's Ashley and I'm back. And today I'm going to be filming how it is to be a Christian teenager in high school because let me tell you, it's very difficult. Very difficult. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys about it because I know there's a lot of teenagers who are just like me who spend their whole life in church and then they get to high school and they're just like, whoa, what am I supposed to do? And I know that YouTube sometimes, like, it really doesn't, like, you rarely find anything about how it is to be a Christian in high school, how it is to be a Christian married and stuff like that. And I just felt like I should be an example and should make videos about it, not only about what I want to do, you know, because I feel like that's what God has put in my heart. I want to be able to be that person that other teenagers can reach out to and be like, listen, I'm dealing with this, I don't know how to do this, I'm tempted too much, da 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 da. So let's go, let's talk about throughout middle school. It wasn't really that hard for me. I was like the Christian girl in middle school. But then I got to high school, and some of you may know that high school is the time where people start exploring new things. I don't know about you, but in my high school, people my age, I'm 16 by the way, people my age are smoking, people my age are drinking, people my age are having sex, people my age are partying, and I'm not like that. I'm different. I'm Christian. I've spent my whole life in church from as little as I can remember. My grandma took me, and I've been a Christian ever since. I don't remember a time in my life where I wasn't Christian. I don't remember a time in my life where I wasn't going to church every Sunday, going to church every Friday. I go to church like a lot throughout the week. And I feel like some people don't get that because like that's just how I grew up. And even my best friend is the pastor's daughter. Shout out to you, Heather. And like I'm just like different, you know? So in high school, it's very difficult. When I first started high school, when I was a freshman, I came into high school and people invited me to parties and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I can go to a party. And people will be like, why you can go to a party? And I'm just like, I can't. I don't mix well in that crowd. Like, I'm just not going to enjoy it. I'm just going to sit there and be like, yeah, this shit's nuts, it's boring. Yeah, or I'll probably just sit there and jam to myself because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not no saint, I'm not no holy child. I listen to music too, because I mean, like, it's cool, but I don't sit there and I don't you know, like praise the music like some people be doing it. I don't do that. Like, you know, I chills. I be chilling with my people. Yo, I sound mad ratchet. Anyways, but yeah, I never really like had like, I don't really like how do I explain it? I never really was a party person basically. So like freshman year, I was like this girl who like didn't even want to go out all the time. So I've always been different from that moment. Like I was always quiet. Well, I wasn't quiet. I mean, I was quiet, but like, you know, I have a very interesting personality. I'm very outgoing and I'm cool and stuff like that. But then like I'm just like God this, God that. I started talking about God. I had a friend one time who went off on me because at the time I didn't know it was wrong. After I spoke to my grandma and my pastor stuff like that about it, because I was hurt, I didn't know it was wrong to like, you know, try to prove them wrong the way that I did. But my friend had cremated her pet. I think it was a cat. And I told, and like I went off on her and I started speaking to her about stuff like that, and she went off on me and we started like yelling at each other because I found it wrong because of the way I grew up and my religious values, that it's wrong to cremate a person, animal, like, you know. But yeah, freshman year was very interesting. Freshman year, but it wasn't as hard as it is now. You feel me? Now is more difficult because now I'm older. But yeah, we'll talk about that right now. So sophomore year came, and let me tell you about sophomore year. Sophomore year was the year. I made this friend. She was like my school best friend because my general best friend is Heather. Everybody knows that. But my school best friend, I made her, and her name is. Should I say her name? I'm gonna make up a name for her. Um, Maggie. Okay, there we go. We're gonna make her know. So I made this friend, and her name was Maggie. Okay, and so Maggie was kind of like, cause I'm Dominican, so Maggie was a hick. She was a hicky hick, and well, when me and her started clicking, her hickness started cutting to me a little bit. So I started acting like, well, I am a hick, but like not like hick like partying un coro, ya tú sabes, you already know. Oh my god, I'm annoying. Anyways, I wasn't like that. But she started turning me into a hick. And then like that's when I started like parting myself away from God a little bit. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's like very tempting. So I don't blame none of you guys if you guys are like tempted to do stuff. Cause like I was tempted. Especially nobody's perfect, okay? So yeah. So I met her and we became really close. It was like this, like inseparable. Every turn you take, every time you see me, I was with her. We was chilling all the time, and like with her, I started aparting myself from God a little bit, and then I realized that, and I did do stuff that I regret, and then I realized that, and I was just like, what are you doing with your life? So sophomore year was very. How do I explain sophomore year? Sophomore year is very downfall, my downfall, and I regret it so much because it's very difficult. So I know a lot about that. So if you guys have any questions about how to deal with stuff like that, how to deal with temptation, because girl, if you're watching this, if you're a boy and you're watching this, boy, you see my hoodie, boy, let me tell you, all the temptations that came my way, I had to call on to Jesus and his 12 disciples because I was like, ah. Ashley say no. Ashley say no. Ashley say no. Ooh. And I did like fight back a bunch of them. But like there was a few where I just like did not say back. Did not say no. But I repented for my sins. I prayed to God. God forgives. I know Jesus forgives. Jesus died for our sins. So yeah. But then yeah, that was my sophomore year. Sophomore year was like, ooh. So summer ending summer, the end of sophomore year into our junior year. I'm junior year. My friend had gone away to DR. I was supposed to go to DR, but like I failed chemistry because I was really wild sophomore year, so I wasn't caring about grades and stuff like that, which I regret. Please, guys, if you need some advice, talk to me because there's a lot of things I could tell you that could help you. Because, like, honestly, my sophomore year was my most regretted year, and I wish I could go back and redo it again so it won't be as hard as it is this year, which I'm a junior. So, summer of my sophomore year, I had a lot of alone time, and so I started getting back into God, and I started reading the Bible, and I started praying and going to church and paying more attention to what they was trying to say, and I ended up like getting closer to God, like really close, and like I realized that He's the only person I need in my life. So I just made it known. I was not gonna fall back into temptations. I was gonna have seizures, but I was gonna learn how to fight them. And I did. Girl, let me tell you, it was hard, very hard, especially in summer. Okay, especially in my family. But we will talk about my family in the next video. But yeah, like summer was just like So let me tell you something. If you're a Christian, a teenager like me, figure out a time where you could just like connect with God and you could just like fight away from what the outside world wants from you, and you could just like fight what your flesh wants, because then you're gonna feel a lot better. Then you're gonna feel a lot closer. You're gonna feel a lot more refreshed. You're gonna feel a lot stronger spiritually. It's not gonna seem like everything's coming down on you, like you're different from everybody else. It's not. Okay, I promise you. So yeah, that's something I could tell you, because It helped me a lot, a lot, a lot. So let's talk about junior year. Oh, like I said, summer was my reconciliation. That's how you say it. How you say it when you reconnect? I don't know how to say it. Did I say it right? Ignore that background if you hear that. But how you say it? My reconnection. I'm just gonna say reconnect. Get connected for free. Anyways, summer was my reconnection with God. So I spent my whole summer posting about God, speaking about God, everything about God. So junior year came and I decided to delete all my social medias. I did not have Facebook. I did not have Instagram. I did not have Snapchat. Nothing. I had my friends do my streak for like 2 whole months straight. Like I did not have Snapchat at all. I ended up having Snapchat at the end of October, I think. Was it the end of October? I don't remember. I think it was the end of October entering November. I don't remember. But anyways, I did not have anything. And I didn't get Instagram till November. And Facebook, I still like, I log in every once in a while to see family stuff because I have a lot of family in the yard and stuff like that. But that's it. So I don't really like be on Facebook as much as I was before. Because let me tell you, I was wild on Facebook. I had everybody blocked. So they won't see what I posted. I only have my friends from school in there because I thought I was lit. No, I wasn't, because God was still watching me. But anyways, so I would like talk about God in my classes junior year. Every time the teacher like would tell us, oh, speak about how was your summer, I would bring up God. Every time they said something about like advice or something, I would bring up God. Like I still do it, bring up God, 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 God. Everything that makes me happy, God. That's what I do. I was speaking about Jesus, I was speaking about the Bible. And so that, I guess, made people go bazonkers because it's very difficult now because, like, people don't get it. They think that just because you're a Christian means that you're perfect. And I'm not perfect. So I may slip up once or twice and they'll be like, aren't you the Christian one? You're Christian, you can't do that. Or I would want to have fun because, Christians can have fun too. But not like parties or like that. Like, I would like, how do I explain it? Like, I'll play some music and I'll like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I was trying to have fun basically. And they'll be like, you're Christian, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, just because I'm Christian doesn't mean I can't have fun. Just because I'm Christian doesn't mean I don't know nothing about that. Just because I'm Christian doesn't mean that I'm perfect. You're Christian, you're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. The only perfect person is God. The only perfect person is Jesus. So why are they like, why are you judging me? Like, that was my favorite thing to say. It still is, because people always want to be judging me. Anyways, and so my friends always call me the nun. They'd be like, oh, the nun. Here comes the nun. Da 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 the nun. People, a lot of people, like, they like don't talk to me because they're afraid, oh, that I'm gonna bring them to God, or they're afraid that the only thing I'm gonna speak about is God. But I'm really not like that. Like, I do bring up God, but I'm cool people, I'm great vibes. And so like they always like try to stay away from me because of that, because of God. I even had one person because I joined this group of girls, where organization where we like do like community service and stuff like that. And I joined that because I wanted it to do something. I wanted to build relationships with people. And so one of the girls that was in there, she's no longer there, thank God. No offense to you. I was gonna say her name, but I don't remember her name. But she was like, oh, I thought you wasn't gonna be cool because every time you speak is about God. And she was like, oh, I did not want to be your friend. I did not want to talk to you because I don't want to speak. I don't want to be speaking about God. And that hurt me. And I'm just like, I'm not always like talk about God. Like, everything doesn't have to be about God. Like, you know? So it was like, whoa, like, why are you judging a book by its cover? Yes, I speak about God, but I'm cool. We could be cool. It doesn't always have to be about God. We could have fun. Like, So like, it's stuff like that. Little things like that that like comes to you, and there's like people that like invite you to do stuff and you're just like, nope, I'm not like that anymore. I'm not about that life, girl. Boy. Mm-mm. There's a lot of boys. Ooh, let me tell you about the boys, girl. There's a lot of boys. They're going to try to get in your hands. There's a lot of boys. They're going to try to get you to... No. No. Don't fall for it, girl. Don't fall for it. It's not worth it. It's not. I'm not saying that I did anything, but it's not worth it. Like, really think about your decisions with God. I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. It's not. And if you need help, just hit me up. I have Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Just hit me up. And we could talk one-on-one, because I know I'm not going deep into it. But yeah. Don't fall for it. Don't. Stop trying to be like everybody else. Stop. You don't gotta be like everybody else. You can be different. What's wrong with being different? Different and confident. Okay? Oh, let's speak about that confidence, girl. So since sophomore year was my rocky year, I had extremely low self-esteem. Like, my self-esteem was like, it was supposed to be up here. My self-esteem was like down here. Okay? And I managed to find a way to get it back. Because, you know, when you focus on God and stuff like that, you start feeling beautiful. Because God took the time to form you. God took the time to make every single curve about you, every single angle, every single little dot about you, every single cell. He took the time to choose how he wanted you to look. Not how your parents wanted you to look. Not how this person wanted you to look. How he wanted you to look. He took the time to mold you into the person you are today. He took the time to make your attitudes, because you don't get your attitudes from how you are, like, from other people. Like, sometimes some of your attitudes are like from how you grew up, but like the attitudes you have, they're like natural. They're like, you know. He took the time to give you that. He took the time to give you your talents, because your talents do not come from trying. No, you have them from the start. They just get better once you start using them. He took the time to give you your talents. He took the time to... What else he took time? He took time for everything with you, girl. He had took the time to form your purpose, to figure out what he wanted you to do on this earth. So I figured that out, and now my self-esteem is up here. Up here. Up here. And every day gets more up here. Okay? And so, let me tell you, people are going to come at you because of that so much. So much. So much. All the time. People are going to come at you. And just don't let it get to you at all. Because remember, people only come at you because they're jealous of what you are. And the devil's always out to get you. The devil uses anyone. The devil could even use your own person that you know from church to get to you. You just can't fall for it. Just gotta look at it and be like, Lord, I love you. You made me the way I am. So I appreciate you. Okay? That's coming from a lot. Coming out of my mouth. If you knew me, you would be like, is that Ashley? Ashley wasn't like that. Whoa. Is that? Let's go. Girl. Anyways. So yeah. Huh. So let's talk about the last topic I wanted it to get into. The last topic is about friends. Not everybody is going to be your friend. Not everybody is going to be on your side. Not everybody is going to be the best for you. No. And it's the hard way. Because I had friends that they will bring me down all the time. You saw that? They will put out all my imperfections and be like, but you're Christian, why you do that? They would make fun of me and call me none. They would go around with the crowd and be like, oh, she's boring. You can friends that like, you saw that? It keeps falling. I have friends that they just like, made me feel worse. They will put out every little, we're sinners. We sin every single day, every single moment. They will point that out just to make fun of me all the time. I would say a curse word because, a curse word comes out of my mouth. A curse word that I've been saying lately that I've been praying to get rid of is shit. I say shit a lot because, I don't know why. It's just like we all have those times when we just do the same thing over and over. We still have that same bad word over and over. And that's one of the curse words that I've been saying. And they would point out every single curse word. There's this class period in school, my Spanish class, and every single time I would do something that doesn't seem like the perfect Christian that they see, they'll be like, "Oh, but you're Christian. Why you like that? Tú eres cristiana." Dime. I'll be like, "I'm sorry. Like, it's not my fault. I'm just like this." Not everybody has to be perfect. Just because I follow God, just because I think about God, I live my pathway through God, doesn't mean that I have to be the perfect little Andrew of all time. And so my friends were like, drag me down completely. So I just started, backing myself away. And then there's those people that tempt you a lot that all they do is peer pressure, do this, do that, do this. And you're just like, nope. Deuces. How do I do that fake thingy? But yeah, that's how it was with me all the time. And then there was those friends. Oh, that, well, how do I explain this? When you're following God and you're really serious about it and you find out your purpose, there's certain things about your purpose that how do I explain it? That shows through it. So with my purpose, one of the things is I could feel when someone isn't going to do me right. I could feel when someone is only how do I explain it? When they're just gonna be one of those people that's gonna tempt me too much. So there's those people that I'm just I just naturally back away because of the way that my purpose is. So I naturally push myself away from a lot of people. So this year I've been on my own a lot. My literally the only person I can say that I speak to regularly on a daily, I love her, is Jasmine. And let me tell you, once you find that friend that understands, that's what they have to go into high school looking for Christian friends. Because Jasmine is another one of my Christian friends. Once you find that friend that's understands what you go through. I'm sorry that I'm sick. Understands what you go through. Understand how much you love church, how much you love God. Understands how it is to be in church, how to grow up. Being the way you are. You just gonna feel so much better. And I give so many thanks to the Lord that He sent Jasmine to my life because she has helped me so much this year. Because junior year has been very, very difficult to me. I'm sitting here and I'm talking about how I was able to fight it. I was able to fight it, but it killed me inside because I'm just I don't want to be alone all the time. I'm cool people. Just because I'm Christian don't mean that I'm a bad person. So I felt alone a lot of times, and Jasmine was there to make me feel better about myself. So yeah, I'm telling you, make those friends that understand you, that understand what you're going to understand, that we're not perfect. Because let me tell you, you're going to feel so much better, girl. So much better. So much. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about friends. Guys, that's all I had to say about high school, I guess. I know I didn't really touch up on a lot of subjects because I did this off of the top of my head. I didn't really sit down and think about, hey, I'm going to say this, this, and that. So I will be making an updated version of this probably next year or soon if you want. If you guys have any questions or have anything to say, just text. You could text me. You could just DM me through Twitter, Instagram, and maybe Snapchat because I don't want a bunch of Snapchats at the same time. You know what? Yeah, Snapchat. Through Snapchat too. And we could talk. If you have any problems, if you just want to talk about what it is, if you don't have nobody to talk to, I got you, girl. I got you. If you're a boy, I got you, boy. I understand you. I got friends that go through a lot worse than me in church. I have a bunch that go through a lot worse, so I understand. So if you wanna like talk, just let me know. If you have any questions, just ask and I'll answer. If it's a bunch of questions, I'll come make another video because I know this video was like very unorganized, I can say. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching my video. You didn't have to, but you did. Thanks for making it to the end. And stay tuned. I'm gonna be making more videos. If you have any video suggestions, comment. Sorry, I'm sick. Comment. Can you say that? Comment it down below, and I will answer. Ask, and you shall receive. You heard me? Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, I'll answer. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. Subscribe, like, share with your friends, share with everybody, because, you know, gotta get the subscribers count up. And thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Follow me on all my